Okay. Alright. Well, hopefully Dead by Daylight got their shit fixed and the servers aren't being stupid. I will say the stat screen's back. So that's a thing. Surprisingly. It's weird that it was down in the first place, because apparently it did record all my games from yesterday, so like it wasn't like down, it was just you couldn't see them, which was odd. Ugh. Hey, kid. Also, happy birthday to me. I didn't mention it in the stream title or anything, but happy birthday. I did not do much today for my birthday at all. Yeah, so as of now, again, last nights don't get added because it was after midnight, but we're at 82 and a half hours, so we should be at 83 hours now. We're getting close. There it is. Hi, Aiden. Thank you. Hi, Lynx. And like I said, Chad, as far as tomorrow goes, stream is up in the air. It depends on how long the movie is. It's an hour drive there. Movie starts at 7:30. Movie's going to be at least an hour, so it'll get done at like 8:30. And it's an hour drive back. So I'm probably not going to be back till at least fucking 10. But we'll see. I also tried to buy a new phone today, and that failed spectacularly. Listen, I know I'm old, man, but like, I put my old SIM card in the new phone, and it didn't do the shit where it's supposed to like ask you to set it up or anything. But I think it's working because I got a text message from someone, but also my other phone got it, so I don't know anymore. Sanctum of Wrath. Chad, I think we were wrong. Because we all thought it was going to be Midwich. Sanctum of Wrath? Really? That's not even that bad of a map, honestly. Aiden, that is not as reassuring as you think it is. Yeah, I could totally spoil it. A reminder, by the way, if anyone spoils the Amazing Digital Circus for anyone in the Discord server or in the YouTube stream chat at any point, that's an auto ban. I don't care. Don't do it. I think it's pretty easy not to do it. Just if you're like, you know what, I really want to talk about this. No, nope. You can wait till it's live like everybody else. Is that a pink flashlight on the table? The Amazing Digital Circus, Aiden. You will not pass go. You will not collect $200. Good day, sir. You lose. I don't know. There is a spoiler channel in the Discord, by the way. If you want to be a part of it, you just gotta ask me to add it. I don't mind. It's just, you know, leaks and such happen, and I don't like people talking about them, so. It's something like Has-Been. It's made by Glitch. But they're showing the last episode in theaters before they show it on YouTube. Chad, do you think we can get this done before Montreal? Do you think I can get this done before next Sunday? Like I said, we got like 18 hours left. I could do that. I could play this game for 18 hours. Sucks for poor people? I mean, I guess. I don't think it sucks for poor people. I think it was a really cool thing to do. It's like, oh, that show you really like? Hey man, it's going to movie theaters. That sounds fucking awesome. Yeah, it's going to YouTube after. Yeah, that's not saying it. Yeah, they're doing it in theaters, and then I think a week before it goes on YouTube, and then it goes on YouTube. Thanks, Jane. Bye, Jane. That's my favorite thing, is when you hit them with the U shape and they run back into you. Get Jane off foot. I mean, don't apologize for ignorance. I don't think there's any need for that. I am shocked that hit. Life? Two of them had flashlights. I'm really surprised that I haven't seen any. I will never understand how that did not hit the Zarina and give her deep wound, but whatever. Woo. Hi, Marmy. Bernard? Why Bernard? Why is my name Bernard now? Coolest power name? Honestly, you know, say what you will about Chucky's, but, like, Playtime's Over is such a cool name, in my opinion. And people don't even know that's what it's called. What was that, Last Stand? The fact that that missed. Thank you, auto aim. Sable and Dwight are staying injured for some reason. No, Sable healed. I'm more shocked another gen hasn't popped. Russian, do your thing. No, on that one. That means someone's... No one's getting Jane either just yet, which is odd. I feel like I just heard somebody. Dwight has head on, so unless he also has, alright, Dwight. Alright. Whatever, man. The fake Bernard? Why you got a Bernard ship? I'm shocked that this gen over here hasn't popped yet. Considering where Jane was, that's really shocking. Russian hits that. Head back over here. That'll actually hit the gen Dwight was on. Why do you have no scratch marks? You're crazy, Jane, you know that. Why do you... Oh, Shadow Step. Okay. Last gen should pop here in a second. Well, no, we got 2 gens up. We're good. Unless Jane hopped back on that one that had some progress, but I don't think she did. I think Zarina was on it. If she hopped back on it, though, someone did. No, death of Zarina. Her lights just come back up? Yo, what the fuck? What are your favorite slasher movies? Other than Child's Play? Because that's the big one, right? It's Child's Play. But honestly, probably the original Friday the or Nightmare on Elm Street. As much as like I don't think it's a good movie. I genuinely don't think it's a good movie. What? Oh, that was really good. I didn't even know you could use mirrored illusion on the gates. That's cool. Just set up a boom. Did you just go for a full deception build? Because that's cool as shit if you did. What do you think is not a good movie? Every Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I think they're all terrible. I love them, but I think they're all terrible movies. Genuinely. I didn't even hear that go off. Why? They're just bad movies. Does it need a reason? Oh, it does work on exit gates. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a full deception build, pretty much. No, Bailey agrees. Oh, that wasn't Last Stand. It was just Finesse. Huh. No, Bailey agrees. Those movies are fucking terrible. Go watch the original Friday or Nightmare on Elm Street movie and tell me it's a good movie. Go do it right now. Go tell me that it's a good movie. Not what you remember about it, like objectively speaking. No, I really don't. I feel like Evil Dead is one of those things where, like, there's no good way to do a chapter for it, so I think just getting Ash is enough. Why? The acting, apart from Robert Englund, the acting in it's not that good. The special effects could use some work with the exception of the 2 scenes that everyone remembers from the movie. The ending, which, to be fair, was not the director's fault. The studio wanted that ending. They use a literal fucking blow-up doll to shove through. It's just, yeah. No. Some of the effects are good. Not all of them, some of them. It's an 80s movie? Should the time something's made dictate how good or bad it was? What? No, God, no. No. Bailey loves the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I love them too. They're just bad movies. Just because you like something doesn't mean it's not bad. No, they have great effect moments, just not all of the effects are good. I just disagree with that. Freddy coming through the wall is amazing. The blood spatter room is amazing, but the rest of them aren't that great. At least in the first movie. Well, no, I don't agree with the sentiment that you should judge something based on when it was made, necessarily. Like, I say this all the time, like, Ocarina of Time's a good example. Like, people are like, oh, it's like the best game ever made. And there's always a caveat of, for a game made in this time. And it's like, well, you shouldn't judge it on the time period it was made, I feel. Yeah, and I don't think that should classify it as being... I don't think just because it's an 80s movie means that it should be bad. Oh, Freddy vs. Jason is fucking terrible. Are you kidding me? That doesn't make sense? Yes, it does. I don't think you should judge something based on when it was made. As far as from an objective... as far as from a standpoint of, like, whether or not it's a good or a bad movie, I don't think you should judge it by when it was made. It's like Psycho. Psycho's a good movie. Always will be. Doesn't matter that it was made... What? When the fuck was Psycho made? I have L-tapes all the time. Saying 80 movies weren't bad is like... No, like, that's my point, though. It kind of is like... I don't think the time something was made should dictate whether or not it's a good... Like, you judge it good or badly. Again, I can watch Pulp Fiction, and it's still a good movie. I can watch... Psycho. It's still a good movie. In the 60s? Okay. I wasn't sure on the date for Psycho. But yeah, like, that movie's fine. Or like The Godfather. Like, that shit will be timeless. It's like, I mean, like, does Scream just get a pass because it was in the 90s and it's a meta humor? Kinda. The Shining is the best horror movie ever made. Yeah, no, I can kind of agree with that. No. Is Elvis's music is good, so you just treat it as it's good. You don't have to add the caveat of. Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this, Yui? God, I hate that survivors can just hold W and that's all they have to... Look at that. She's going to a loop, but she's going to hold W at the loop. Jesus Christ, Yui. I don't know. Maybe use a loop? Why do Pyramid Heads zone all the time? I wonder. On a scale of 1, how would you rate... On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Pyramid Head? In what sense? Like, strength-wise, overall package? Like, you gotta be a little bit more specific. Why are there so many boons tonight? Someone was over here. And everything? Probably like a 6. He gets knocked down a lot just because he has no map mobility. Like, a lot just because he has no map mobility. Unfortunately, it's just how the game works. Yeah, 6 or 7. I could go higher depending. The fact that he ignores so many anti-hook stuff does definitely help his case, but I don't know if it's enough to, like... If he had a... I don't even think a dash is necessarily what I'm saying. A dash, a teleport, something that lets him get around the map. If he had something like that... That alone would help him. That's all he needs. Let me rephrase that. He doesn't need it. It's just the fact that he doesn't have it does make him not as good as he could be. Also, his lack of interaction with a lot of, like, meta perks also doesn't help his case. I have no idea if anyone else has a flashlight. I was paying no attention. Jordan. 6-7. God damn it, Normie. I probably shouldn't wait for this, but I'm going to just because the unhook's right there anyways. So I got a little bit of time. They're gonna finish that heal regardless. Take that. Get oppression to go off on a couple. Yep. Okay. Honestly, just as surprised as she is of that hit. Boil over. Let's see, boil over. Minion wounds. Someone's here. I see Yuisha's object. She is so fast. I'm gonna hop off this chase, head back over here. Let me finish that one. Do I have time for this? Yes, I do. Is there another one nearby? Yep. Oh, that was dumb. Will we totally get a Rob Zombie Nightmare on Elm Street that would save the franchise? God, no, it would. Consider the reaction to the remake, which, to be fair, the remake had a lot of problems. This. Sable's actually the one I... Yep. Anyone want to tell Tori she's on Death Hook, and so is everyone but Sable? Remake wasn't that bad of a movie. It would have been considered great if the original... No, God, no, it wouldn't. Are you kidding me? The remake is so bad. The remake did one good thing. And that was introduce the idea that Freddy might have been innocent. That was a cool little twist they did. That didn't go anywhere because they just scrapped the idea completely. Is Shadow Step secretly good, and people are just realizing that now? Who made the video? Also, this would be the other problem with Pyramid Head. He really can't do much about exhaustion perks. Well, considering it's a subjective subject, and my opinion doesn't mean anything towards your ideals, then no, not really. I mean, you can be mad about it. Yeah, and with Quentin being, like, innocent. Also, god damn it, God, this is why I hate that fucking thing on Pyramid Head. This right here. It's the one reason. It's just because if fucking Generator is in Shaq, you have to play Shaq so much differently. Which you usually do on other killers, too, but not to the degree Pyramid Head does. You can't even get trails in Shaq half the fucking time. I think if they didn't follow the original movie so much, then the movie would have actually been better. No, I agree. I'm all for them trying to recreate scenes and stuff, but, like, the actual, like, the main idea of, like, recreating the movie, just, it doesn't work for the way they were trying to do it. The only horror movie I've ever seen was the FNAF movie. It's not even a horror movie. The horror movie by genre definition alone, nothing else. Slippery meat, boil over, shoulder burden, flip-flop. Shadow Step again. And deny your own feelings, you might be able to convince yourself of the opposite of what you believe. That's called brainwashing. That's called brainwashing. Hate to be the bearer of bad news there. By that logic, Gremlins and Jaws aren't horror movies? I mean, are they? Jaws is more of an action thriller in my mind, and I'd say Gremlins is a horror movie, I guess. It's just a genre. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, to be honest. Is Gremlins classified as a horror movie? I actually don't even know. Is Gremlins a horror movie? It's classified as a horror comedy. The Thing isn't really a slasher in my mind, no. I mean, I could see the argument for why someone would say it is. And if I was to pick, like, my favorite slasher movie, it probably is The Thing, if people classify it that way, but I don't think it counts. I'm not saying PG-13 movies aren't horror. I'm saying the FNAF movie wasn't really a horror movie. Brainwashing is when other people do it. This is considered operant conditioning. Oh, you're so true. You're so right. Fuck. It's Pavlovian. I knew it. Only watch Marble Hornet? Is there two different... I thought there was just the one Slenderman movie. Did Marmy say it? I didn't see the post or the message that said it. Also, the strike contrast between this and Ormond is fucking insane. Oh, the bug happened. I've only been getting 2K so far, but I really don't mind this map at all. This is probably one of my favorite maps in the game. There's not that much bullshit on this map. Who the hell goes right there? Who would do that? I thought I heard smoke bomb go off. Scott Jones says this map actually sucks. Okay. I didn't say it was good. I just said I like it. Could you fucking imagine? I mean, I think there's a decent amount of hooks, none of the loops are really bullshit. Like, I don't know. Personally, I really like this map. If he actually went in the shack, I would have used my aim too. Could climb elevation. I mean, it can go down. It's also weird on this map. The little gazebos, for some reason, they're not considered elevated. So you can hit people over the little balcony part, which is really funny to me. The Obsidian Goblet of Tears. I mean, I've done it before. We can mess around with it tonight. What? Bro, scratch marks are so fucking good. Gotta remember he has life. I mean, it's not gonna make a difference because he's just gonna... I know what he's doing. I have no words to say to Scott other than stop stealing my opinions so people think I'm wrong. here. Ada was the one over here. Yeah, she healed back up. Someone's going for the save, I think. Yep. Oh, you're done? I mean, if you're done, you're done. You can do that, right? No one's working on that. Yeah, they're probably on the other side of the map. You know somebody humanistic therapy? Oof. Wow. Just, wow, Claire. Alright. You thought you had a plan and you didn't. Imagine Jason versus Unknown Skins. That would actually be fucking badass. I do kind of have hopes Jason will make it into 2v8 because his power... The only problem is because he has the piles. I don't know if it's possible. It's just Shaq. Not even Shaq. What are they doing? Folks don't spawn in 2v8? Oh, that's true. You're so right. I didn't even think about the fact that they don't spawn in 2v8. Well, as long as I find one of them before the last gen pops, I should be in the clear. My phone is going off, chat, sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, your friend did not start working on that gen again. My AP Psych teacher called it therapy for... Whoa, 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 whoa! Humanistic therapy is completely justified and important to a lot of people. Claire should have spawned over there in that corner. But it looks like the Thalita isn't doing any gens. Is she just gonna let her die? Are you shitting me, dude? Why do you hate psychological therapy? That's a little weird. No, a lot of what Freud had to say was stupid. A lot of psychology is turning against Freud. I'm a tunneling piece of shit, chat. Even though Claire got unhooked and then I went after Ada. Let's see here. I don't usually do this. Let's see. Their profile is privated. Of course it is. Oh boy, I sure do hope there's nothing to fear, the Phantom. Thank you, Phantom Fear, for being the best perk alive. I fucking love this perk so much. Sigmund Freud, like, a lot of his ideas were adapted by the psychological community, but a lot of them have been since dismissed. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You hate the concept of telling someone what you're feeling? Not to psychoanalyze Marmy, but that alone seems like a reason to go to therapy if you're feeling like you can't tell people your feelings. Okay, Chad, I have to make a phone call real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. There's a guy just so happened to have played my two favorite killers in Dead by Daylight in a row. How interesting. Well, the next one's Skull Merchant, so let me know how you feel about that. My job will be to support those who need it, to be a good listener, and to give accountable, measurable advice, and to execute my theoretical framework of produce client-centered outcomes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounded like I don't think it is, but that sounded like the most AI shit I've ever read. I know what I know that's like the actual like thing you're supposed to say. It's just really funny reading it out loud. I went to college for therapy. Now I sell car parts. And stream as a side gig. Sigmund Freud, son of Socrates. Sure. That makes you feel better. It's motherfucking Socrates! Alright, we got 5 games. You got a build in mind, Marmy? Oh, wait, no, 1 game. Right, British. Not British. Brazilian. You got a build in mind? I know it means something. You want me to tell you the description of an infantryman's job? It's close with and destroy the enemy by means of communication and fire. It's an infantryman's job. I had to memorize that shit. It sounds completely like AI. Damn, poles getting in my way and shit. Wow, David. Didn't get very far, did you? The shittiest thing about all of this is the fact that there's a gen on a hill. Irello. Genuinely thought she was gonna take that. Probably should have went for the drop there, Arella. A build that isn't just 4 slowdowns. Okay, so 3 slowdowns. Got it. I don't have oppression. I completely forgot I don't have oppression. Did that miss? I thought maybe he'd back up back into it. Use the Giat build for Skirmish. What the fuck is that? You can't just say words and expect me to know what they mean. Damn, dude, no fear. Looking at that corner, huh? Yeah, it is Ohio 67 LARP Alpha Male Rage Baiter Supreme. You forgot slop. You gotta throw slop in there somewhere. It's like a requirement. Okay. Here. I gotta keep trailing. I need to get, what's it called back up? Nice try, David. How my boss described my job. Use water on plates and making clean. Sounds about right. Up. They're healing over there, so no one's on a gen right now. I'm Michonne. Bye, Michonne. I love Seal. Seal is such a fun add-on. I don't know where the Kate is right now. Build for Scully. Machine learning, tinker, vigilance, oppression. Vigilance. Vigilance. I know I don't know every killer perk. Vigilance? That's a fucking killer perk? Is that a killer perk I'm just not aware of? Okay, either she's waiting for Michonne to die, or I caged her on a different map. Or I was accidentally camping her. One of the two. One of the three. Surveillance? His name is not Vigilance? No. What does the perk do? Okay. Alright. Fine, Kate. Well, GG's to the Kate, wherever she went. Oh, that pig perk. Oh, yeah, that would be surveillance. Marby, I've never asked this, but I know you're in Brazil. Do you use, like, a translator to talk? Man, they barely dropped any pallets. They could have dropped one. Yes, but not always. Okay. I was just curious. Also, I don't care if this Kate wastes my fucking time. Did my stream just reset? Because the timer reset. Chat, are you guys here? My live timer reset, but my record timer didn't. That's weird. Still here? Yeah, that's weird. Someone said gritty? No. No one said gritty. How petty do you think the Kate's gonna be about this? Because Hatch is on where she is. There's no way it's not. Because I've looked everywhere but the corner she was in. So. Hell, I don't care. I'll wait. I'll wait the fucking 40 minutes. There she goes. Ghost Notes, Dramaturgy, Vigil, Lightweight. And I have a message on Discord. How many more matches do I need, give or take? I've done the math on this. Hang on. So I'm currently at 485, and I need about 550, give or take, to get to 100 hours. So about 70 more matches. Hi, Gibbous. Skull Merchants. And what did you say for her perks? Machine Learning Tinkerer. Surveillance. And oppression? What about add-ons, Marmy? Is Jason Voorhees evil? Yeah. I mean, just because he's justified doesn't mean he's not evil. The undetectable ones? Increases the duration by 20%. Whenever a drone is disabled, it gains a 32 terror radius for 15 seconds during this time. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. How do I do that? Can't believe I had to. I was about to ask what fucking Skull Merchant's third perk was. As if thwack isn't always the answer. I think a lot of people are. I know there's some people saying Jason isn't going to bring that many new players to the game. And I kind of agree that Jason isn't going to bring a lot of new players into the game. But I think something he's going to do that a lot of people are forgetting, he's going to bring back a lot of older players that left. Is Rob Zombie's Michael Myers evil? Is the literal embodiment of evil evil? Yes. Yes. Again, justification doesn't mean correct. It's like in Hillbilly's story in Dead by Daylight. Is he justified in killing his parents? 100%. Does that mean he's evil for doing it? Or does that mean he's not evil for doing it? No, God, no. He's still evil for doing it. Murder is wrong. It doesn't matter who it is. More like just us. Am I right or am I right? It doesn't even work. It's not a good pun. Get out. That's weird. The stream reset. I mean, he still murders a bunch of people, and most of them are like, did nothing to him. They just existed. I said it wrong. Okay, how do you pronounce Jesus? Jesus? Jesus. Jesus? What? Where the fuck did they spawn? Someone's up top. I cannot believe I almost got a grab off that. Tinker goes off. Hang on a second. Tinker goes off twice. Someone stopped working on that one over there. That's good to know, actually. That one. Someone's working their way here. Speed boost. Machine learning pops. Yeah, 100 hours of Skull Merchant is going to be rough, isn't it? Huh. Thanks, auto aim. You're great. Tinker pops back up. She's gonna head over there and hit this suppression real quick. Are you guys serious right now? I can't believe they tried to fucking flounder blind me there. Or gecko blind me, I guess. God, the fucking... The hit animation on this fucking weapon is so good. Okay. Weird position to put yourself in, but alright. More like sus. Guys, you can't just add sus to something and it makes it funnier. That doesn't work. I do like the little laugh she just did. That was kind of fun. I knew they were waiting for it. 2 gens left. Might as well get more than one person on Death Hook at least. You good? Okay. Do you have decisive strike? Oh, I could have killed her. I keep forgetting I have a Mori. You've been sussed. I hate it here. I hate it. Guys, you cannot just add sus to everything. It doesn't work that way. Chat, how are we enjoying my terrible Skull Merchant gameplay? Oh, he just left the fucking loop. Alright. I was really expecting Dead Hard. Oh, actually. Sorry, Steve. I forgot I brought a Mori. Should probably use that. I see the inner working of 100-mount Skull Merchant at work. The ghost's face. That one kind of works, to be fair. What? I was trying to inspect and turn it. I hit the buttons at the same time. Goodbye, Fear. What happens if you add sus to sus? That's susception. Why is the drone not actually there? I was cloaked. I see. The fake bin sus. The nemesis. They had background player and she still didn't get it off. What is a man? A miserable but a miserable pile of sussy. I don't think that's the line. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't believe that's what he says. But go off, go off. The Sus Lord. That sounds legit, actually. The Sus Lord sounds like a legit one. In all honesty. Okay, chat, here's what I need to do. Genuinely, I think this is what we need to do. We need to think of a build. We need to think of a build. The Arsust. The Arsust. I need to think of a build that will make the game last as long as humanly possible. For Pyramid Head. The problem is, unlike every other killer, like, I could run the Lethal Pursuer, Nemesis, Friends to the End build. The problem with that build is just that, one, I had to make sure I hook people instead of caging them, and two, you can't really do too much with the info like some other killers. Springtrap can make use of it because of the doors, mostly, but also because if they're close enough, you can just walk up on them. Deadlock, I think... I mean, that's in my normal build, is Deadlock. There has to be something, though, that can make the game last longer than this. Chess Sus Merchant? There you go. There you go. Colubrine Overcharge? Those don't work together anymore because of diminishing returns. I mean, they do, but it's pretty pointless to combo them now. Maybe Slobby. I mean, the anti-heal build, because it has no gen slowdown, the game's either I massively dominate with it, or the games just end instantly. Either way, I don't feel like it makes the game last that long. What about a Hex build? We haven't really done a Hex build. Yeah, Hex build might be the... Ruin, Penty, Retribution, Thrill the Hunt. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how this goes. The problem with Hive Mind, Aiden, is if I don't hook somebody, then I'm not going to get use out of it. Plus, I don't really like Hive Mind, personally. If your macro sense is fine, you shouldn't need Hive Mind, so... If we have Colubrine, why don't we have Hero of Brine? So you can call the hero? Is that the joke we're getting here? We'll see. We'll see if this makes the match last any longer. Not necessarily to win, but honestly just to make each match matter more. Hero Brine? Is that a reference that I don't understand, Marmy? I mean, realistically, you're not going to get 5 stacks of Penty. Even if you're running a build around it, it's very unlikely. The problem with Gift of Pain Dying Light on Pyramid Head is, again, it's the hooking. Can you hook on Pyramid Head? Yes, but I mean, then I have to deal with Decisive Strike, Dead Hard, off the record, their exhaustion timer gets reset. Like, it just makes more sense to cage almost any chance I get. With exceptions, obviously. Like, if it's in-game, usually it's not a good idea too. I feel like it's going to be a similar situation with the Angel Killer too. It's the biggest problem I have with Pyramid Head. It's just, it's very hard to come up with builds for him because you either have to bring add-ons like Scarlet Egg with the intention of not hooking people, or with the intention of hooking people, or you bring a build without the intention of hooking people. It's not to say you're not going to hook people, but you can't rely on it because sometimes you will cage. No, yeah, personally, though, I don't like Hive Mind. I didn't like it when it released. I didn't see all the hype. I'm just not a big fan. No, I don't know who Herobrine is. Should I? Okay, no. Go off. And honestly, like, as much as I like Ruin, it's really not good on Pyramid Head either, because people don't really have a reason to get off gens against him, other than the normal reasons. Higher 11. Creepypasta in the world? I don't really read creepypastas. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? You can't fault me for my ignorance. Sable. Megan 11 might have Dead Hard. I don't think Meg might. She didn't use what's it called, so. Just double checking. It's like Slenderman, Herobrine, Sonic. I mean, I know Sonic.exe and Slenderman. I feel like those were ones that just kind of like got out of the creepypasta zeitgeist into like general like social norms. The general zeitgeist is what I was trying to say. Kind of tired today, Chad, if you couldn't notice. I slept a lot, woke up with a headache. I don't know. I still wanted to stream, though, because... Oh my god, fuck the hills. What the fuck? Sable, are you good, bro? Sable, are you good, bro? What the fuck was that? All I get is high MMR's stupid Swift survivors. What? Sure, whatever you say. Okay. Well, this was a match of Dead by Daylight. You can use Total Lockdown, DMS, Grim Embrace, Throwing Tremor, Secret Project. Problem with all of that is every single one of those requires me to pick someone up or hook them. Again, Pyramid Head. Okay. Well, this has been a match of Dead by Daylight for sure. Oh, it's the Minecraft. I didn't know that was what the name was. Oh, okay. What was that? That was... I think that was... She ran over for the sick, of course she is. Do you hook only Pyramid Head? It can't be that bad. I mean, you can hook with Pyramid Head. I'm not saying you can't. It's just, if given the opportunity to not to engage instead, why wouldn't you cage? God, I hate people. Like, there is almost no reason... Oh, damn. It was Retribution, by the way, that got cleansed. I just didn't see it. She run in? No. Last survivor. I don't care. For perks like throwing... I mean, you could pick up and then put back down, but at that point, you might as well just hook. You're already there, you know? She's probably on the other one. It's fine. I'll just play the 50-50 game at this point. Either she's expecting me to leave this so she can do it, or she's just waiting at the other one. I don't know the Candle Cove one now. And that's the thing, though. For all we know, I do know it. I just don't know the name. I have. No, there's one a while ago where I did it. I did it on Dredge, I believe. It was either Dredge or Ghostface. I don't remember. I think it was Dredge. It's a really old video, terrible quality, but I did it. What? Did she open the gates? She didn't. What the fuck? Didn't you just leave? Yeah, I can't really use Surge either because, like, yes, while you do get downs with your M1, sometimes you'll get them with your M2. So it's the prop. It's the M2 killer curse, but Pyramid Head suffers from it more just because of the cages. It's the same problem Chucky like kind of runs into. He can't really run much other than hook perks. Because again, I mean, I have a hooking build for Pyramid Heads. This Scarlet Egg, Music Box, Turn Back the Clock, Forever Entwined, Gift of Pain, Jagged Compass. Like, it works. It certainly does, but one of the big strengths Pyramid Head has is denying hook perks. And it feels kind of... It would be like playing Clown without using his yellow bottles. Like, why are you playing Clown? Or playing Freddy and not using his dream palettes. Like, okay, cool. You're playing him... You're only using half a kit. Or Chucky and never scampering and just going for normal slice and dice hits. Like... Or fucking Springtrap and not using your doors. Like... No, I know. That's always been it's his problem. That's why on my main build it's Corrupt to help the early game slow down, Deadlock to help the intermediate game so I don't get immediately gen rush, and then Oppression because it's one of the few slowdown perks that doesn't require hooking. Again, you can hook with Pyramid Head. There's nothing wrong with hooking on Pyramid Head. It's just a lot of times you want to kind of avoid it if you can. Because while he doesn't get the slowdown, things he does benefit from caging is it's instant and faster. It avoids all saving opportunities. It doesn't activate any perks from unhooking. Doesn't activate Will Make It. Doesn't activate Dead Hard. Doesn't activate Off the Record. Doesn't activate Shoulder the Burden. Like, I mean, if you just go over to Survivor and you type in on the perks, unhook. It counters Aftercare, Babysitter, Blood Rush, Borrowed Time, Breakdown, Technically Come and Get Me, Dead Hard, Decisive Strike, Deliverance, Desperate Measures, Fast Track. Kind of these two, but not really. No One Left Behind, Off the Record, Resurgence, Shoulder the Burden, Slippery Meat, Wicked, Will Make It. Like, it counters so much shit. How many killers have a passive habitability? What do you mean? Like, just a passive ability? Don't do either, Aiden. No, don't make him 4.6. With his third-person camera and his small size and hitbox, 4.6 would not be a good thing for Chucky. Hillbilly has... I mean, I guess Overheat's a passive. Myers has passives. I mean, I guess Hallucinations and the Madness is a passive for Doctor. Freddy has the Sleep Timer. Pig's got the Bear Traps. I guess those that counts as a passive. Spirit has her Phasing. I don't. I don't think he needs a buff. I think he's fine. I don't even think he needs jump rope base kit. I just think it would be nice. Plague, I mean, technically speaking, her entire kit is a passive. Ghostface, he can crouch. That's his passive, I guess, technically speaking. It's not really a passive, it's more an ability, but yeah. I think his cooldown should be 10 seconds. I wouldn't be against lowering his cooldown again. I just would like to rework Power Drill if we're going to do that. Because that's the problem, because if it's 10 seconds... I'm trying to remember the math on Power Drill, it's been so long. Is it 10%? Yeah. If it's 10 seconds, then it's actually 9 seconds because of Power Drill. You always have to take Power Drill into account whenever you talk about Chucky's cooldown. Demogorgon has a passive, technically. When he's channeling Shred, he can Killer Instinct anyone on top of a mound. It's the difference of 0.2 seconds. No. I'm not saying that's not why. I'm just saying you have to take into account Power Drill. Because you have to... The cooldown... Because Power Drill is ran so much on Chucky, it's basically base kit. So you have to... When you're like, oh, make the cooldown 10 seconds. Well, Power Drill actually makes it 9 seconds. Oni technically has a passive, I guess? He does have passive charge. It doesn't matter, but he has it. Pyramid Heads would be the Cages in Torment, I guess. Twins. Victor gives Killer Instinct whenever someone's near him. Trickster has the Style Meter. That's a passive. Nemesis has the Zombies. Pyramid has the Box. Onryo has the TVs and Condemn. Dredge has Nightfall. Wesker has the Infection mechanic. Does her radar thing count as a... Does Skull Merchant's radar count as a passive? Because you're technically actively using it, but, like, it's not really active... Like, God, I would count it as a passive. Singularity has the Infection when they're near people. Chucky has the Footsteps. Xenomorph has the Tunnels. No, the Tunnels don't really count, so yeah, no. Unknown has the Hallucinations. Vecna really doesn't have a passive. I mean, you can count the Mimics, I guess. That's a passive, I suppose. I mean, Dracula, Bat form, or Wolf form has a passive. Because you get Killer Instinct whenever someone vaults. Houndmaster doesn't really have a passive. Technically, she does with Hounds... Not Hound Sense, Yeah, if they're afflicted with Hound Sense, they get Deep Wounds. So that's technically a passive. I still don't know why she has that, but it's there. Kaneki, the Enrage mechanic is technically a passive. Springtrap has the Grab. Krisu, the whole Infection mechanic is technically a passive. Same with the Fungi. And Vecna has World Ender, which is technically a passive. So I'd say like a third of the cast has a passive, depending on your definition and how much you want to stretch it. Like, again, is Doctor's Madness really a passive when it's like the whole point of the power, pretty much? Also, Mommy, why wouldn't you consider it a passive, out of curiosity? Something you don't actively do, it's just something there, that's there and you can't force it. You might want to word that differently, because by that definition, it's like two killers then. It's like Spirit and Pinhead. And even then, Pinhead can force it because he can grab the box. As far as something you don't actively do, I mean, that's like, again, like that would be like Dracula's killer instinct and Chucky's footsteps, I guess. Yeah, the difference is Sadako can control it. Sadako can control it and she can see it. Spirit can't. Yes, because you get Nightfall when you go into a locker. While you're in a locker, it builds up. I mean, would you count, like... Yeah, would you not count Demogorgon's little killer instinct thing as a passive? Because, like, that's a passive to me. It's a passive effect. Depends on your build. Talking about Sadako or Demogorgon or Spirit? Who are we talking about at this point? Gotta press M2 for that? No. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that discludes it from being a passive. A passive to me is just an added effect that you don't, like... How do I explain that? Because I'm thinking of, like, weird passives, like... Yeah, I'm thinking, like, passives, like, in League of Legends with, like, Gangplank. Like, this is Gangplank's passive. Okay, this is his passive ability. Periodically, Gangplank empowers his next basic attack to set the target on fire, dealing them blah 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 over 2.5 seconds. Starts with up 50% damage. If Gangplank successfully hits a target with trial by fire, he gains movement speed for 2 seconds. Every powder kick explodes, also resets the cooldown. Like, you're actively using that. The passive part is, I guess, you can't really control the cooldown, but you can by killing a powder keg. So, like, that's a passive to me. You're still actively doing something. It's just, you know... What's another weird one? Or Jin from, like... Jesus Christ. This is going to take a while to, This one's going to take a while. So this is Jin's passive. Death in 4x. Jin's basic attacks consume ammo within 4 rounds. He will reload over 2.5 seconds immediately after expending all rounds or withholding leftover rounds after 10 seconds of being out of combat and not being affected by crowd control. The latter reload can be interrupted by declaring an attack or casting an ability. Jin's final round attack has an uncancelable windup. Always critically strikes, including against structures, and deals bonus physical damage. Jin gains bonus attack damage equal to 44% of his critical damage. Additionally, critical strikes against enemies grant Jin 14% bonus movement speed for 2 seconds. That is Jin's passive. You still have to actively use it. Oh, thank you for the money, Marmy. Again. Trying to think of another, like, really weird one in League. I know, it just redid it because I switched scenes. Or like, what about Fiddlesticks as passive? Scarecrow Effigy. Fiddlesticks begins the game with the exclusive Scarecrow Effigy, which permanently occupies the trinket slot. Fiddlesticks can pretend to be an effigy by standing still and not acting, nor being acted upon for 2 seconds, during which it adjusts its body into a scarecrow and extends its arms out to expose its lantern. Like, he still has to place them down. So, by your definition, and it's going to redo it. By your definition, that's not a passive. But it is a passive. Because to me, that's like, again, like unknown clones. You don't actively set them down, sure, but they still get set down and you can teleport to them.
Nope.
Clown, are you in chat today? Whenever kills clocks are a passive? I mean, yeah. No, I think World Ender itself is a passive, not just the clocks. Once World Ender activates, your M2 damages. That's the passive. It allows your M2 to damage. Yeah, and Jesus Christ. Krasu and Plague, I feel like both of their infections are passives. For sure. To me, that's a passive. That's similar to Freddy's sleep. Because if the target's not asleep, then his abilities don't do anything. Do I need a blood point one? No, I'll be fine. I got plenty of blood points. I have everything unlocked. I don't need blood points. The only thing I'm trying to do is just P9 every killer. Once it's done, it's done. Then I don't know what to do with all of my fucking points. I was kind of expecting a flashlighter to come by, but I guess not. P100, another killer? I don't really want to. Didn't I just check that, Jen? I thought I did. Don't ask me why that works, by the way. I literally have no idea. If they still get the flashlight save, more power to them. Okay, they did not. Am I just gonna end this match right here? Destiny 2 is getting its last live service update very soon. Do you think DBD would survive if its live service ended? No. I mean, would it survive? Yeah, there would be dedicated players still playing it. But I don't think it would nearly be as big as it is now. It's 2026. Games really can't live without updates. It's, like, impossible. As far as Destiny 2, funny thing is, the last update, they've already shown what they're doing for all of it. It's going to be one of the best updates they've ever done. And it is sad that it took the game basically having to die. I don't know why I thought that was it. Lose 90% of the player base in a year. A year? I think they'd lose 90% of the player base way faster than a year. Oh. Okay. Lift up. Let's get ran out. And the game lag, that works. What? Okay, and no one's gonna go save her for some reason. Who would you say is the easiest projectile in the game to dodge? Probably... Nah, Springtrap has some pretty bad... You fucked up. Playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No, like, it depends on what you mean by survive. I think that's the big thing with it. Survive is like a nebulous term, especially in the gaming industry. Because a lot of people will say games are dead when they have like 4,000 concurrent players. Or they'll say like single player games are dead when it's a single player game. Nope. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Just don't loop. Gotcha. Got it. Message received, Jane. Just don't loop. No, I know. That doesn't necessarily mean that, though. They could have been holding some of these updates back. One, Bungie has done this in the past. And two, I know a lot of game companies do that. Fucking, what's it called? Did it? Not Concord. Highguard did it. Highguard purposefully delayed content. Depends on your definition of projectile. Do Pyramid Head and Dracula count? Because as of now, it would be Huntress. Technically Plague. Deathslinger. Pyramid Head. Trickster, Pinhead Artist, Unknown, technically Vecna, Dracula, technically Houndmaster, Springtrap, and technically Vecna. Depends on what you mean by projectile. If you mean just they throw an object, then it's Huntress, Trickster, Deathslinger, and Springtrap. Oh, and Artist. I guess Pinhead too. It did. The thing is, though, the thing with Highguard, I think people will need to also remember, like I said, is they withheld, they said in an interview, they withheld content. It was ready to ship. They had 6 months worth of content releases to do. And the reason they didn't, the reason they didn't release the game with all that content was because if they did that, they wouldn't have had any content to add later. And in today's gaming world, that's more that the game would have died faster if they did that. I can almost promise you. It's a shitty realization, but if you have a multiplayer game that's not constantly getting updated, it's probably going to die faster than you would like it to. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is nowadays. And it also depends on your definition of dying, because, like, Halo Infinite is quote-unquote dead, but I still get matches. Like, people can complain about, like, Marvel Rivals a lot, too, but, like, the devs are pushing out new content every 1.5 months. One, that's unheard of in the industry. Two, like, say what you will, but that gets people playing. Oh, but the game is in a terrible spot. Is it really, though? Is it? Is it? It's the same thing with DBD. You know how I know this? Because we just proved it. The last, like, year of Dead by Daylight has pretty much been that. Because all we've gotten over the past year, Springtrap came out, then we got Krisu, then we got Vecna, and now we're getting Jason. But Jason's, like, the first real new content since Vecna. Yeah, we got the Trickster rework and the new map, but it's a map that not a lot of people like. People weren't really the biggest fan of the Trickster rework. So, like, realistically, we haven't gotten much in, like, 6 months. And you can blame the health update and such all you want, but, like, regardless of that point, the fact is, us not getting content for 6 months has definitely soured a lot of moods, I feel. What's a change behavior to do that would kill DBD? Forcing people to play one side. Forcing people to play one side. That is a change they could do that would kill this game. And what I mean by that is if it was similar like Friday the 13th, where you don't pick to play Jason, you can priority pick it, but you won't always play him. If this game ever did anything like that, which would help the us versus them, I feel. But if they ever did anything like that, yeah, know what? This game would die. I genuinely think it would. Say what you will about how people feel about playing Killer right now. There are people who still prefer playing Killer, and if they had to play Survivor for a little bit in order to play Killer, they wouldn't like it. We have proof of this from 2v8, because even though Play While You Wait was a great thing, there are some people who still won't use it because they don't want to play Survivor. And vice versa. I think that would genuinely kill the game. And I'm sure they've talked about it in the past. Because again, it does help with us versus them. Because if you force both sides to actually start playing the other side, and I mean actually force it, it would definitely, people would not like it. I don't think there's as many as people think there would be. I don't know. I don't think it would be that bad if they do a lot of changes they've done in the past. I think making certain killers like really good and viable would also kill the game. If Legion was viable, that would kill the game. I can almost promise you that would basically kill the game. You know how I know it would? Because it almost did. When Legion was first released, it basically killed the game. It was that bad of an update. If behavior deletes the line of code, that would stop you from... So true. Alright, chat. Like I said, my head hurts, so I don't think I'm really going to be doing an animal tonight, but, it was fun. Happy birthday to me. Late birthday. And hopefully I see you guys tomorrow, but, yeah, it's been fun. So I want to see y'all. Have a good one.